It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Our partner ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Gunnar Henderson leading things off and takes a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And downstairs.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Two down, bases empty. Here's a big power threat. Bryce Harper. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at the stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. And with the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Man at first, Mike Piazza, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Stearns gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. One left for the Orioles. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Pedro Martinez. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette.
Pedro is one of the most dominant pitchers in the history of the game, Boog, and he's known for his excellent command of the baseball and a variety of pitches that always seems to confuse lineups.
Inside, and it's 1-0. The pitch. That's outside. 2-0. And that's in for a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And now 3 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
The 0-1. Line drive, and it stays fair. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
At the plate, Larry Walker. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Bichette around third and headed home. The tag, and he's in there. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tony Clark. Golden opportunity right here. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Ball 2.
Fastball is outside.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Take it all away on 3-0 right there, and as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Full down, 3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Turkey Stearns stepping to the plate now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
One ball.
Bases loaded, nobody out here on opening day. Fights it off, he'll see another. Upstairs. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Struck him out looking.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Yeah, that's fouled off. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Nope.
That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Toronto, Bobby Grich. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. This is smacked left field line. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. The relay, but he's in there easily.
No, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Next to hit, Mike Lowell. Just missed.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Clark, the runner at third. Grich on at second with 2 down. And that misses. And now it's 3-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. Swung on, belted. Rice running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. That one
That's a ball.
missed. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Oh, he brought it back. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Jim Rice.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Gosman back to work. And that one upstairs.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ball.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's a little bit high. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter,
Ryan Braun getting ready to hit. Gosman, a former All-Star. More than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. And that is out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. And a foul ball. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way high. 2 outs, base is empty. That's inside.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And now Cedric Mullins. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Breaking ball inside. And the count is 1-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Ripped to short. Over to first. And that is the inning. And the Orioles leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the second. And now Bo Bichette. That's hard hit on the line. One down.
Now batting.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1-for-1 with a single so far.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one ripped to left. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
An important at bat for him right here. One hit shy of 2,000 for his career.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Kinsler with just one hit to go for a career total of 2,000. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Some rare territory he's in here, Boog. Not even 350 hitters in MLB history have piled up this many knocks. He's on the precipice of something really special.
Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's 0-for-1. And there's the strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bichette whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
Two down, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn struck out swinging his first time. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Two outs.
Ball.
And another ball.
That's inside.
Bryce Harper next to bat for Baltimore. And that's outside it is ball
Take your
4,
base.
and he's on base.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Right fielder,
So a man
Bryce
aboard,
Harper.
digging in. Bryce Harper reached on an infield single his first time.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
That one
Ball
misses, and 1-1.
No, he's really
got a ball,
working
one
him
strike.
away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's going to be Tony Clark. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that,
No ball,
they
2
forced
strikes.
this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Stearns at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next, Anthony Santander. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Soy como un carro moderno que prende por un botón. Yo soy como un carro.
Check swing, called strike. Clark, the base runner at first with 1 out. And
That's
now
a ball.
That's
1-2.
a really
One
good
ball, 2
job of
strikes,
laying
Miguel.
off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the
2-2
count.
the count.
In the dirt, and the count now even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is
3 balls, 2
downstairs.
strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting.
Bobby Grich next up for the Blue Jays. Doubled his first time. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Mike Lowell. Walked his first time. Swinging a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. Just
No
missed.
touchdown.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Charlie Morton is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Fastball for a strike. First and second, 2
ball,
down.
2
Here
strikes.
on opening day. And that's way high. It's 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mullins sizes this one up. Squeezes it. That is the inning. So the Blue Jays strand 3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. And now Mike Piazza.
Baltimore, catcher Mike Piazza.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Rice in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next pitch way upstairs. And another ball. He swings and fouls one off. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And here is Ryan Braun. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Rice stands at first with 1 out. Just missed. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Goes down looking.
Now batting third baseman.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Sliced hard but foul. Out to short, Bichette. The throw to second is offline.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved, and if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling to start the year. He's got to turn the page quickly.
To the batter now, Cedric Mullins. This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, two outs. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Second and third, 2 down. And delivers outside.
Ball 2.
And that's outside. And now it's filled up 3-2. Ian Kinsler waiting on deck for the Orioles. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Orioles strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Piazza makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting designated hitter Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
Nope.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade, it's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He jacks that one out to left. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Larry Walker next up for the Blue Jays. Very high with that one. 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 away now.
Showed us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Now a chance for Tony Clark. That misses off the outside edge.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Right down to shoot, and that is strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Mullins settles under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore, Ian Kinsler. Gosman back to work. That's in for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That's off the mark. 1-2 to count.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And now it's 1-2. Got it. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Late on that fastball.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on here on opening day. Next offering is fouled back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
This one in the air, right field. Walker makes the grab, and that is that. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Keegan Aiken.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Stearns in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up.
Ball 2.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Westberg settles under it, puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Gritch
Ball 1,
in
no
now.
strike.
Takes ball 1 off the plate. Right side, Kinsler. Throws to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center, Bryce Harper to the plate.
leading off for Baltimore, right fielder Bryce Harper.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Darren O'Day up and loosening in the pen. Little warming up as well.
Ball in.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And a foul ball. The next
Ball
pitch
3.
misses, and now 3-1.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Lowell hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. Up and in, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Hard hit, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jim Rice. And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one fouled off. The Orioles down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Bounce to the left side. Sends it to first, and the Orioles set down in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's the swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Gregory Soto, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Kirk in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball inside.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Out to short. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
That one the other way, and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
now batting, designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
Now it's the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to third. They get the force. That's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan Braun.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Gausman makes way. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Darren O'Day.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Ground ball right side. Grich handles, throws to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting center fielder Cedric Mullins.
Cedric Mullins digs in now. He's grounded out a couple of times. And there's a strike on the outside corner. That misses the zone. 1-1.
1-1.
1 away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Kinsler stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 outs. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Two outs with a runner at third. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just misses with that one. They tried to
That's
get him to
ball 2.
chase on a slider down and away. Now it's 3-2. Gunnar Henderson next to bat for Baltimore. Back to work. 3-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. One left for the Orioles. They trail it here 4-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gregory Soto. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And now it's going to be Larry Walker. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Tony Clark will hit next. And it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Little chopper rolls foul. Line to left and foul ball. And a good eye there. Ground ball could be 2. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And there's a foul ball. And now it's even up. The 1-1 is fouled off. Walker at third. Stearns over at first with 1 away. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Man at second with one away. Bobby Grich next up for the Blue Jays. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Ripped on a line to center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now that is third baseman Mike Lowell.
Mike Lowell next up for the Blue Jays. A couple of walks and a strikeout. The other way. Takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
O'Hearn,
Nope.
the next
Ball
to
one.
hit, takes ball 1.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Man at first with 1 gone. And next for the Orioles, Bryce Harper, 1 for 3. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Next pitch is outside. O'Hearn over at first with 1 away. And that one clips the corner.
Count is 3-2.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Here comes the manager. A new arm into the game, the righty Ryan Burr.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Piazza batting with one down, takes a strike.
0-1.
Runners at first and second with one gone. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Santander moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So first and second with 2 outs. Jim Rice, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And it's even up. That one almost got him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
That's ball 3.
Ryan Braun in the on deck circle. Two on, 2 outs. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Count full.
This one in the air. Lowell brings it in, and that is that. Orioles strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Bottom of the 8th, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Soto goes 6'1", 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and the count is 2-0. Base hit, left center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. And that's in there for strike one. Nobody out, runner at first. That one ripped way back there. And it hits the fence. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Kittredge gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Guerrero in the box now. No balls and a strike. First and second here, no outs. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering is outside.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Walker stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Kirk, the lead runner at second. Bichette at first, 1 gone. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Mullins moving back for it, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year. It's 9-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
1 down. Tony Clark next up for the Blue Jays. Ball 1 low. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 10-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andrew Kittredge out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Anthony Dominguez has checked into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now the center fielder, Turkey Stearns. Outside low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball. 4 runs already in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. Inside, just missed.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Santander. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. That's to third. And it gets by him.
Now batting, second baseman.
And next for Toronto, Bobby Grich. In the air out towards right center. Mullins on his horse and makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. We go to the 9th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Braun. Burr back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. John Franco, the left-hander, up and throwing. Little getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan.
So up
Westburg.
next, Jordan Westburg. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Outside. Now 2-0.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's towards center. Stearns underneath it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Now Cedric Mullins, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Inside, ball 2.
Braun, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That one is upstairs.
3-0.
Check swing, called strike. And a ground ball to first.
Out.
They get 1, safe at second.
Yep, he made it.
Orioles down to their final out. Ian Kinsler, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3 if they're not careful. Can't get too comfortable. Get some rest, come back for the next one, and be ready to take game 2.